Harry and Meghan, in a questionable move, were caught attempting to prevent the dissemination of information regarding their contradicting actions in Sussex. Welcome to our Princess Diana news channel. Recent reports claim that the Sussexes have been accused of suppressing the voices of teachers and students at an impoverished school in New York City. During their visit to Public School 123 Mahalia Jackson in September 2021, the Archwell Foundation, according to The Sun, insisted that the school agree to a clause prohibiting any negative remarks about their visit, including any future social media posts. It's not surprising, but it's true that they never requested privacy. However, what they did request was even more unreasonable: the ability to manipulate the media and only have favorable stories published about them. However, it is unfortunate that the media is only allowed to cover positive news when they themselves are involved in positive actions. Nevertheless, I haven't come across any agreement that restricts us from expressing our opinions freely. This is the best part of it all, as social media companies have no power to control us. We have the freedom to write blog posts or create YouTube videos on any topic we desire. Who do these individuals think they are, believing they have the authority to suppress others' right to express themselves? Why would they attempt to silence individuals associated with that institution? What was their motive? What could these individuals possibly have said that warranted such silencing? Why did they anticipate receiving criticism from them? If they had known the potential consequences, it would have been wise for them to avoid going there initially. The school undoubtedly experienced a great deal of stress as a result. Although the school remained silent, countless individuals expressed their disapproval online due to the excessive promotions of the book, Meghan's extravagant attire, and the flashy jewelry she had on in an economically disadvantaged area. Additionally, distributing spoiled vegetables as gifts certainly did not help their reputation. They have lost their ability to convince the public that they are saviors or influential figures. Nowadays, with the internet and the media, we have unprecedented access to various news sources. It is important for them to acknowledge that they cannot please everyone. If they refuse to accept this reality, they will inevitably face failure. Moreover, attempting to regulate public opinion about them is illogical. Consider the situation from the perspective of the children's parents. Is it permitted to share unfavorable content about Meghan and Harry? I can guarantee you that compromising freedom of speech and press is both abnormal and unwise. Such actions are unheard of in the US. The clause for preventing honest opinions, which Harry and Meghan attempt to enforce, is both unjust and against the Constitution. While it may be a common practice in Hollywood, it should not be deemed acceptable. It's astonishing that they anticipated no consequences for such actions. Engaging in such behavior is not only morally wrong but also damaging to their public image. Considering the numerous blunders we have witnessed from them, one would expect them to display more awareness. Moreover, they once claimed to be saving the world and assisting the less fortunate, yet they have only accumulated wealth doing nothing significant, surpassing what you or I will likely ever earn. Additionally, let's not forget about their lack of consideration for personal space. Perhaps it would be advisable for Meghan to redirect her efforts towards writing letters to soap commercials, allowing true humanitarians to carry out their vital work. It seems that the usage of the school and the children in promoting her book was rather exploitative. Instead of wasting money on an extravagant outfit, she could have opted for a simpler attire and donated the remaining funds to the deserving school, which clearly needed it more than she did. It is puzzling why she felt it was appropriate to don an expensive suit and Cartier jewelry while visiting a disadvantaged school in the inner city. The individual is blatantly flaunting her wealth in front of the underprivileged children, demonstrating a hypocritical stance from a left-leaning standpoint. This kind of behavior is highly unlikely to be observed among the royal family members who possess a higher level of dignity and would never engage in such distasteful and disrespectful actions. After encountering the genuine royals, numerous individuals share their grounded nature on social media. However, one cannot expect the same response for meeting Meghan and Harry. Continuously revealing new depths, they display manipulation by discouraging a school they visited from expressing any negative remarks. It is regrettable that Meghan subjected those unfortunate children to endure her unpleasant voice reading from her insignificant book. Additionally, there have been reports stating that she demanded the children, who happen to be mostly reliant on food stamps or welfare, to purchase copies of her e-book. This book, which is considered to be foolish, was promoted by Meghan while she wore incredibly expensive attire and jewelry that surpasses the lifetime earnings of these children. It must be quite tiring to constantly strategize on how to present oneself favorably, as Meghan seems to do. For instance, she issued a press release for every outfit change during the Invictus event, which is meant to honor veterans. Who would do such a thing? Despite believing that she has reached the pinnacle of awfulness, she continues to demonstrate the capability to further worsen. Since her arrival in 2016 or whenever it was, we have consistently doubted if she could deteriorate any further, only to be proven wrong repeatedly. It is truly astonishing how she hasn't made any efforts to improve her image. I can't help but question what is wrong with her. While I acknowledge Harry's own difficulties, he possesses better interpersonal skills compared to her. In terms of their popularity, Meghan and Harry have reached an all-time low. They are now seen as completely insignificant and bear responsibility for the negative remarks made about them, both by the public and in the press. It is foolish of them to think they can control freedom of opinion, and their actions reflect their growing desperation. However, it is crucial that anyone who has faced mistreatment should not be subjected to bullying or silenced. The cherished value of freedom of speech in America is not only something that was hard fought for but also a principle that must be steadfastly upheld in the digital realm, including social media platforms. Certainly, substantial resources have been expended on certain celebrity figures, making it imperative to safeguard this investment. Recognizing the challenge at hand, I acknowledge that defending this cause may not be without difficulty. Nonetheless, it remains an immensely significant endeavor. It is evident that their public appearances are heavily scripted and lacking authenticity, making them seem insincere in their attempts to portray a certain image. Naturally, Harry and Meghan's recent visit to Public School 123 was included in their Netflix documentary series. Meghan opted for an expensive outfit worth $5,000 and adorned herself with luxurious Cartier jewelry during the visit. The school she visited has a significant majority of students facing economic challenges. Additionally, through Freedom of Information requests, it came to light that Meghan and Harry's advisors at R12 made efforts to safeguard their public image. Furthermore, this incident sheds light on their team's decision to exclude 4 British newspapers from attending an event held at the publicly accessible World Trade Center. The preparations for Meghan and Harry's trip were initiated 6 months prior to the event and were overseen by Toya Holness, a member of their PR team at that time. Archwell representatives sent an email to the Department of Education requesting the appearance release for the visit to Public School 123, including a clause about not discussing certain matters. They also advised the department to consult their lawyers. This put the school in a difficult position as they had to bear the expenses of hiring a lawyer. Additionally, the timing of the email, only 3 days before the visit, made it nearly impossible for the school to politely decline, despite Meghan and Harry's team being aware of the visit 6 months in advance. If Meghan and Harry were truly genuine people, there would be no reason to anticipate any negative remarks about them. It is important to understand that not everyone in life will have a favorable opinion, and that is something we should accept. Subsequently, an email was received from Danielle Filson, the press secretary for the New York City school, inquiring about the most effective approach to reach a consensus. However, it remains uncertain if Meghan and Harry's request had been officially endorsed. Additionally, discussions took place regarding the wording used in the Department of Education's press release. Filson expressed a desire to remove any mention of the bench and emphasized the need for a less promotional tone. It is regrettable that the school did not feel empowered to decline the request outright. Regrettably, the schoolchildren lacked knowledge regarding Meghan's intended role or purpose. She was merely attempting to manipulate others to promote her foolish book, and then she went on a shopping spree worth $5,000. It is truly disrespectful to the less fortunate children. Although the children may not have been aware, their parents certainly were. It is disgraceful. They have no authority to request such things in the United States, where there is a constitutional guarantee of freedom of speech. That concludes our discussion for now. Please share your thoughts on this video. Please feel free to share your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. If you find our videos helpful, please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to our Princess Diana News channel for future updates. Thank you for tuning in, have a wonderful evening, and we'll be back tomorrow to connect with all of you again.